Hi everybody, it's Beck here from Enlightened with Essential Oils. I'm a young living independent distributor and this is my backyard. So you can see the beautiful banana palms behind me and some pawpaws and papayas up behind me and a vine up there which I forget what it's called. It's called a choco vine. So anyways, I really wanted to talk about things that I love so much today, which is about the fact that I love agriculture and our environment, and I love really understanding the food to plate concept and the psychology in between all of that, because it's relatively easy to grow one's own food, and I see how we get wrapped up in the daily grind of life, and we go to the shopping centre and we buy all of our groceries and save on time and make it convenient for ourselves and our family, and I get that. I'm totally hearing everybody going, oh my god, what are you on about? So I really wanted to focus on the aspects of gardening which I love, which is actually food producing and keeping it as organic as possible, using all kinds of natural insect repellents and using natural ways to boost the soil immunity for the plants to grow in, to create their own plant immunity and their own plant strength, so that when we eat it we're getting those benefits. So there's a couple of things I want to talk to you about, which is non-toxic pest control. And I found this really cool book that has an essential oil repellent spray in it. I've yet to try it out, but I'm going to give it a try after I've done some research in the garden. I tend to not really use anything in my garden right now. My chook that I have, which I did have 4 and I've only got 1 because over summer I had little bantams and they did end up passing away just overnight randomly, and have no explanation for that, and I did Google that to know tomorrow to find out what I did wrong as a person who had chooks, and I still to this day don't know. But the chook that I have got now, she's a pretty big chook, and she's one of my best insect keepers at bay, and things that I like to avoid, and I really have to avoid now that I still have 1 chook left and I can't wait to get some more, is that I want to avoid anything to do with snail killing things because they kill. I want to avoid rat killing things because it kills. So anything that kills and it's highly toxic chemicals in my garden I want to avoid. Like, I just don't want it there. I don't want my 2 children that I've got running around for some reason, pick it up, not know what it is. And I can't imagine them consuming it because they probably ask me what it is for first. But nevertheless, I also like to have friends, children around as well. Sometimes they're younger children. So I'm very conscious of all of these different things that are highly toxic chemicals in my household that I just want to avoid and keep away. So I've got this non-toxic pest control recipe here, which is 3 drops of thyme essential oil, 3 drops of sage essential oil, and 5 drops of lavender essential oil with 1 teaspoon of vodka, and also that makes up 2.5 litres of water, which is quite a nice big container to do insect repellent. What I love about this is that it's all plant-based except for the vodka, and obviously the vodka, if it's distilled in a natural way, then obviously it's not as harmful as some vodkas which are probably synthetically made. So depending on how natural you want to go, maybe you want to avoid using the vodka altogether. It's a 1 teaspoon. I imagine it's just an emulsifier or something like that in there anyway, or to help it to penetrate. I'm not 100% sure. So I'd love to hear if anybody knows why they make these kind of insect sprays with alcohol in them. That would be really cool to find out if anybody has that knowledge that I don't have. I'm all about knowledge sharing, so and skill sharing as well. And so using that will be something that will come over summer and spring for me, because I know that that's when a lot of the pests come over winter. It's really quite quiet in the garden and it's really easy to garden in winter. And then also not just about the essential oil repellent spray, but also like you can use other things like garlics and peppers and natural dishwashing liquids and things like that. So, which is really cool that Young Living actually does produce. So Young Living has a whole section on a range called the Thieves range, which is a pretty cool story in itself, and I'll tell you that another time. But it has naturally derived ingredients, and it cleans dishes without chemicals, dyes or synthetics. And Young Living's pure essential oils, Thieves, Jade Lemon and Bergamot, work with other plant-based ingredients to leave your dishes sparkling clean. So that's the Thieves dish soap. So a lot of things in the garden can be killed by using dish soap. So and using it with other things like chilies, garlic, other kind of things like that as well. So it's really cool to make sure that and it is cool, I have to say, I really enjoy the fact that I don't take too much harm, but just trying to keep the pests at bay is always a good thing if you want to eat at the end of the day. So the other two things that I wanted to show you was the spritzer that I've created as well, which is more for your body to spritz on, which is kind of like an insect or a keep your body not bitten spray, if you like. Just to, at least, like it stops the little critters from biting you, which is, well, I mean, I don't know if it stops everyone, but at least prevents it to a certain degree, because I know I get bitten a lot. So what I've used in that spray is Purification. And Purification is a beautiful essential oil blend. And I'm just going to go back to the catalogue again and get that so that I can read to you what's the ingredients. The ingredients inside Purification is lemongrass, rosemary, tea tree, myrtle, citronella and lavender. So it just says apply topically to enjoy the outdoors annoyance free. So that's a really good way of putting it, actually, so you don't get constantly annoyed with the zzz. So anyways, there's one other thing that I want to show you, and that is because when I am in the garden that I do tend to get cuts and scrapes. I just had one the other day from a dragon fruit in the community gardens. I just swiped my arm on it and it's quite spiky. And there are other spiky weeds in the garden and things like that. So I quite enjoy making my own balms. So this one's well loved because it's all cracked around the edges. And inside this balm, I've got coconut oil, beeswax, I've got avocado oil and olive oil. So I've got those 4 beautiful vegetable oils, or if you like, or really nourishing oils, as well as lavender essential oil, and also again Purification. So using that as a barrier balm when I'm gardening, just to really make my skin supple and really re-nourish it if I have got a little scratch or a cut from weeds and things like that, is really handy to keep in my handbag, which is why it's like it is. It's really good when I'm in children's parks as well, when there's children bumping around and being adventurous as they are. So thank you for watching my video. If you wanted to know more about Young Living essential oils, please contact me. It's beck@enlightenedwithessentialoils.com, and Beck is spelled B-E-C-K, at Enlightened with Essential Oils. You can also join up to my newsletter, which is on enlightenedwithessentialoils.com, or find me on Facebook and like, comment or share this video, and I would love to see your comments in the comment section below. So thanks for listening, and talk to you next time. See ya, bye.